Now I'd like to show a couple problems of dividing fractions and whole numbers. You want to remember these three words: keep, change, and flip. So for this problem, we can pretend that we have 5 whole pizzas, and we're dividing all of them in half because we want to choose our topping, and we get to figure out how many halves we're going to have at the end. So just like in multiplication, anytime I see a whole number, I want to be able to write that over 1, so I'm dealing with 2 fractions. And then let me write the problem the way it was. Okay, so what this means is you want to keep the first number the way it is, the first fraction. So I'm going to keep this as 5 over 1. Remember, we don't change the value because 5 divided by 1 is still 5. So keep the first. You change the division sign to a multiplication sign. And you flip the second fraction because dividing by 1/2 is the same as multiplying by 2. So we're dealing with its reciprocal, its opposite. So I just flip the second fraction because dividing by 1/2 is the same as multiplying by 2. So now I just multiply straight across. 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 1 is 1. And again, 10 divided by 1 is still 10. Now, this still works if I have a fraction in front. Let's say we had 1/4 of the bag of chips left over, and you need to divide it between you and your friend. So 1/4 divided by 2. The very first step that I want to do to eliminate more mistakes is, of course, write the whole number over 1. That will help us. I'm going to keep the division sign right now. I just want to focus on my whole number and make sure I put it over 1. And now I could do the keep, change, flip. I keep the first one the same, no matter what it is, 1/4. I change the division sign to a multiplication sign. And then now I flip this because dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1/2. So now I just go straight across. 1 times 1 is 1. And 4 times 2 is 8. You and your friend would get 1/8 of the chips that are remaining.